I'm really honored to speak here today for the reasons that the HRD ministers is bringing such a wonderful bills, one by the other. The earlier one was the IIT. Today it is to establish and declare schools of planning and architecture as an institution of national importance in order to promote education and research in architectural studies, including planning and human settlements. Sir, I won't deviate myself from the people who have spoke earlier, but let me heartily congratulate Gaurav for his wonderful speech, except one or two sarcastical comments of the political comments. Otherwise, the wonderful speech he has given, and you have given a direction for today's bill and to today's speeches. I, for one, born and brought up in Mumbai, and when people were saying that because of some poverty, as if Manrega scheme was there and people were asked to create some structures, I do not agree with that statement made by my colleague. Look at even the railway stations. The Mumbai Railways, Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus, go to Mumbai Municipal Corporation, look at some of the forts, look at some of the palaces, look at the wonderful temples we are having. And such a wonderful things have been created in this country by so-called architectures only. Forts, I said forts. I have not heard. Those were the architects. Architect is one. Whenever he creates such things, he immediately expresses the nation and the country the way it wants to go. The moment you create a fort, you know that you want to protect the people, you want to survive the people with whatever facilities they want. You want not only to rule the people of the country, but you want to give them assurance that this fort is going to protect everyone over here. And look at the forts which have been created by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. I will request some of the people who are here, go to the forts which are there on the right, on the hills, top of the hills. We are today worrying about the water supply. Today itself, even if you go to the forts, you will find the ample water is there in the top of the forts, which are 300, 400 meters height, 4,000 meters height. And such is the vision of those people. Today when you brought the bill, I for one feel that while doing so, at present, the urbanization is going on very rapidly. And that is my concern, real concern. Everyone, the laws are having their own limitations. For villages, the corporations are not ruling, their laws are not applicable to them. And these small towns are being created everywhere, without the sewerage, without the water supply, without the sanitation, without even the garbage is being created, where to dump it, how to use that garbage for creating energy, nothing is there. All small towns are coming up. And our architects, as he has given some names also, these are the big architects in Mumbai. They have never created small homes, but they have once tried at CIDCO and failed miserably, because they never had the application of mind for the poor people. What is the need of the common man? What is the need of the poor people? Of late, we have faced a very, very devastating example at Pune, when the whole Malin village got devastated in one rain. And the next day you did not see the village at all, not a single house was there. And the planning needs it. I for one feel that when you want to create an institution of a national importance, why only 3? Why only 3? The pioneers of the architects, Madam HRD Madam, I would like to ask you one thing. JJ School of Art is in Mumbai, which is one of the pioneers of the architects. The building itself is again a monument one. The number of architects have been produced by that institution. India is one of the best institutes for architect and art. I feel this bill is ignoring that institution. How can you cover that institution? I do not know whether it is possible to cover that institution under this bill, so that such a wonderful institution can be brought under the national importance. One more important thing is that what is the intake of the students? From where the students are going to come? I have said it time and again. After 12th, the students are going to come to these institutions. Today we have got CETs, joint entrance examinations for medical, engineering. What about architect? When we are going to create an institute of a national importance, the students who are going to get admission over, what is the clause for that? What are the conditions for the admission, sir? Are we going to create an examination? Are we going to create an entrance examination for this? Are we going to create more of an institute for architecture in the country and other states also? The number of students are increasing and the private schools and private colleges are also increasing. One gentleman, I don't remember, he has said it rightly. I mean, Sagutra has said it, fake institution. I'll quote a name in Pune in Maharashtra. Number of higher education institutes are there. They are fake institutes, sir. 1 minute, I won't do that. Not like, unlike other people, I'm not going to deviate from the subject or deviate from the bill also. Deviate from the bill also. One number of institutes are there. They are the fake institutes. And during this bill, I request you to kindly check up. What are those institutions? We are not affiliated neither to the state nor to the central, are being run by by the people of the who are the owners of the institution. And when the student goes to the final year, he comes to know my institute doesn't have any recognition from anyone, and their lives is their standard. Therefore, I would request through this. One small inquiry is that 2 clauses are there. One is in the beginning itself. It shall come into force on such a date as the central government may, by notification in the official gazette, appoint and different dates may be appointed for different provisions of this act. Why is it so? For different provisions, why when an act is passed, the act is passed with all the clauses. Why for different positions, the different dates will be given for this implementation of this act? I would like to know that what is the provision, what is the idea behind providing this. Secondly, one small thing is that when the establishment, एक मिनट में खत्म ही कर रहा हूँ मैं, ज़्यादा लंबा बोलने वाला भी नहीं, लेकिन एक अच्छा बिल आया, उसका स्वागत करने के लिए मैं खड़ा था, इसके लिए मैं बोल रहा था. मुझे इतना ही कहना है कि ये while doing this again there is a clause over here which says that page number 4, which says that the school specified in column 3 of the schedule shall be the body corporates having perpetual succession and a common seal with the power subject to the provisions of this act as acquire, hold and dispose of property, both movable and immovable, and to contract and shall by their respective name mentioned in column 5 of the schedule sue or sue to be sued. Why not education? We are not creating only for proper selling of properties.
Shri Jaydev Kalaji.
One second, sir. Therefore, wholeheartedly I support this bill, and I congratulate Honorable Minister for bringing this bill. Thank you very much, sir.
An air and a cohesive decision to have a situation of consensus. I extend through you, sir, my gratitude to all members of Parliament who are today coming forth and supporting this bill. I see that my senior colleague Arvind Sawantji is bothered about the JJ School of Art. It is a private institution, sir, which receives some funding from the UGC. But within the UGC, we are also exploring possibilities of supporting those institutions which have heritage value. I will go back to my office and with authorities in the UGC explore certain possibilities with regards to the JJ School of Arts, but I cannot give you an assurance, sir, till I study the matter in great detail. Once again, sir, through you, I thank this House.